This video is part of the EU Forest Education webinar series titled Open Educational Resources OER, What Forest Science Program Leaders and Teachers Should Know. In this video, I will demonstrate how AR would be working in planning teaching. You may try, for example, the most common generalized language model, ChatGPT. I tested the prompt. Are there any scientific publications that deal with open educational resources, OER, related to teaching forest sciences? Please provide also references. And the result was this. Yes, there are scientific publications, and then ChatGPT listed 4 publications. They are all hallucinations. Everything is unreal, non-existing, not even the journal titles. Only the first Journal of Environmental and Science Education is real. Another example, I was asking ChatGPT to plan a university bachelor level teaching session about the topic valuation of forest estate, and please provide also some assignments. And this is the teaching session plan. Overview is designed to introduce students to principles and methodologies used in the valuation of forest estate. The session will cover economic, ecological, and social aspects of forest valuation, including market-based approaches and non-market valuation techniques. Learning objectives are 4. First, understand the importance of forest estate valuation. Second, identify different methods. Third, applying those techniques in real-world scenarios. And fourth, evaluate the ecological and social values of forest estates. This is for 2 hours teaching session, and also some materials needed are listed. And this is pretty okay. Sounds reasonable. Session outline is divided into 5 periods. First, introduction, then the methods, 30 minutes, and ecological and social valuation, 30 minutes, and some group discussion and conclusions. I have to say I have some experience on teaching this very topic, that this is really demanding schedule, but of course you can do very surface level introduction also in this time schedule, and this was asked only an introduction. Assignments were also pretty okay. Do evaluation report, some group discussion, reflection essay. Not bad. And again, I asked to do an introduction to valuation for students which have no background in economics. And I also asked to provide some open educational resources. Now we realize that the objective and outline is a little bit different, which makes sense, because I asked to make an outline for students which has no background in economics. Now the ChatGPT is proposing first to have some basic principles, basic concepts of supply and demand, opportunity cost and its relevance in forestry, and time value of money, discounting future cash flows. This is really important. So this really makes sense. However, the references, again, are hallucinations. Only thing which is real here is the Forest Research Economics and Finance by David Klemperer. That really exists, and it is a prestige textbook. However, it is not available through Google Books. It is listed in Google Books, but you cannot download it from that web service. Okay, let's try something else. That is called perplexity. There are many general language models, and this is a model which promises to provide you good references which are real, not so-called hallucinations. The prompt was similar to ChatGPT. And the outline and the schedule for the session was pretty much what ChatGPT also proposed. So I'm only showing the open educational resources that this perplexity was proposing. And they are all real and quite okay, I would say. Valuation of commercial forest plantations, valuation of woodlands and forests, FAO, Global Forest Resource Assessment, and surprisingly, Finnish Forest Center's guide on determining the value of forest properties. It's interesting. I don't know whether this comes from the fact that I'm located in Finland, or is this really something globally relevant? To summarize, first of all, looks like generalized language models are quite okay to do some course syllabus teaching sessions, that kind of a preliminary planning. It provides you some idea, and you can get a pretty okay overview of the components that you need in your teaching. It's also quite good providing you some assignments, including multiple choice questions. It's those who have been using multiple choice questions knows that it's a demanding task to invent and create those statements. But language models are pretty good with those. They are also good to create text. More common the text gender is, the better are the responses. So if you are asking to a plan, a syllabus, for example, for introductory course, a bachelor level course, more likely it's working okay. But if the course is very specialized, graduate level, not necessarily very good results coming out. So you need your own capacity to review and modify what's going out of these language models. So don't trust especially scientific or open education resources references by ChatGPT. Try, for instance, perplexity. So I would say these are definitely worth of trying. You can get inspirations and some new ideas. So good luck.